Hello, y'all. So, um, my, um, so what's going on now? I just wanted to talk about my sleep deprivation, how it hinders me from a lot of different things. It's too dark in here. 'Cause well, it's getting dark, but it's like I can't perform on normal daily activities when I'm sleep deprived. I mean, I'm surprised I got at least about between 5 and 7 hours of sleep last night. And then I tried to take a nap today, but just couldn't fall back asleep. And it's like with the deprivation, I can never feel well rested. There have been times when I had no cell phone. I think in Greenville, South Carolina, and also Los Angeles, California, probably in New Orleans too, and still suffered that sleep deprivation even with me having no cell phone. But I guess having a cell phone make it worse. I've even tried putting my phone in airplane mode, and that doesn't help. Oh, my back is itchy, so stand up against the wall and scratch my back. But anyway, so not only does the sleep deprivation hinder me from driving, but it also makes me dangerous with trying to cook. It scares me, that if I try to cook, take a bath, try to swim. So that's why I think October or November was the last time I was able to dive off the diving board. More like October. I guess when the weather was warmer, I was able to sleep better over the summer. But then when the weather started getting colder, I haven't been able to sleep as good. And also, when the weather is hot, I realize that when the air conditioner is on, I can't sleep that great. But I don't know. I read online something about you sleep the best when the temperature is in the 60s, when your body temperature is in the 60s or something like that. I don't know. But, if I try to take a shower or swim and I'm sleep deprived, I end up keep feeling afraid I'm going to drown. Or, I mean, I meant to say take a bath. But it's like just hard to function when I'm sleep deprived. And when I have a job and I'm at work, when I was working at the zoo in 2018 in New Orleans, my hometown, I'm surprised that I never really came up short on the cash, on the money being handled when I was selling the ice cream and chocolate covered frozen bananas and the lemonade or whatever at the zoo. I never came up short. They never really had a problem. And if I did come up short, they misplaced the money and then they found it and it was accounted for. But they said that when you sleep deprived, it's like you're drunk. And Friday at that party, just before that incident happened, the street theater, I guess it was street theater incident that happened, my roommate was telling me I look drunk. So, I guess that is the effect, but it's just, I hate this chronic and permanent sleep deprivation, to never be able to feel normal. never be able to feel well rested again. I mean, I've tried everything. I still take my magnesium every night, and it works sometimes. Yesterday, I didn't have the greatest of food. I mean, like the healthiest of food to eat. But I was shocked at myself that I was able to manage to still get a decent amount of hours of sleep. But, going 18 days in a row with no sleep. I mean, I guess the perps wanted it that way on purpose so that I could be hindered from driving. But it not only affects the driving thing, but it affects me performance in different things. And if I go grocery shopping and I'm sleep deprived, I more so, end up having these mistakes where I might end up having a moment where I mistakenly, I don't know, I hate to use that word paranoid, but I guess it makes me more suspicious in that word paranoid, or I might do something, I might have it keeps me in more fear. Like, I would have these fears that I would walk outside a restaurant or something without paying absentmindedly. I mean, it never really happened. Well, it did happen at the store once or twice, but then I realized, and then I apologized, and I tried to pay them back, and they said, thank you for your honesty, because I'm not a thief, but me absent-mindedly and not realizing what the hell I'm doing, walk out the grocery store with a bag of apples without paying for it, and I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell? And I go walk right back and be like, I'm so sorry, I accidentally walked out of Winn-Dixie. Now, this happened in 2017 or 2018, and I brought back the bag of apples, and they said, thank you for your honesty, and then let me keep the apples. But it only happened maybe once or twice, but that stuff like that is really scares me, and also it makes me more hypersensitive and agitated. I get an attitude with people. I get snappy. I get mean. It would be like a never-ending cycle. With one moment I'll have indigestion. Sometimes they'll start off one night of sleep deprivation, and then I end up with indigestion and what's called gastroparesis, meaning your food don't digest. And I can feel I'm glad I haven't suffered that in a while, but I can feel the food just sitting there in my stomach undigested, yet at the same time still be extra hungry. And then it'll be like that until I can finally sleep again, and then my digestion would get better. And then when I don't get sleep, whether I'm out at the park when I'm homeless on the streets, or if I'm laying in a bed and just laying there all night and can't sleep, or if I get 3 hours of sleep, then my legs will be huge and swollen. And then when I finally do get sleep, I end up peeing 5 or 6 times that night, and all I can feel, it's like as if I can feel liquid or fluid being released from the area where my heart is on my chest. More like I just know it's my heart right there. And I can feel the fluid being released all the way from up there. And then I end up peeing like a horse, if you know what I mean, like a lot. And then it's I don't mean to tell TMI, but I'm just saying my experiences. But it seemed like if people are getting, not just me, but people are getting less hours of sleep. They say the older you get, the harder it is to sleep. and the harder it is for magnesium to absorb in your system. And that's why older people have these, more chronic health problems. But I'm sitting here wondering, how the hell could a 68-year-old get better sleep than me, or more full sleep than me? Even if they might have sleep apnea, I was told that I don't have sleep apnea, or that the doctor said that they don't think I have sleep apnea. But it seems like so many people want to wish sleep apnea and wish diabetes on me. Like they want to, like people, they think they can tell just by looking at me that I'm diabetic. I only had a thyroid problem once in my life. And I think it was, I don't remember if it was too high or too low thyroid. And that was only one brief period of my life when I took an overdose of psych meds in 2007 when I was in New York. And I was suicidal. And that overdose of the medicine made me have, as I said, I don't remember if it was too much thyroid. Over or under. I don't remember. I forgot what it was called. The thyroid problem. I can't think right now. My mind kind of went blank. But I don't really have thyroid problems. I know I suffer obesity, but hey, I'm trying. We went to Smoothie King and got smoothie today. And, I'm trying to cook a healthy dinner with, even though it's canned green beans, because since I already had the smoothie, so I'm going to just have the canned green beans and mix it with the garbanzo, the chickpeas. I'm going to mix those two together and then get me some, I have some fresh garlic that I'm going to put in there. And I'm going to cook it. Some people say it's not good to consume coconut oil in the evening since it gives you more energy. But hey, I've had coconut oil with my dinner before. And plenty of times, and I've been fine, so, and I had that with beef shank and some, my favorite, sweet potatoes, or yams, I don't know which one, if that's I think those are sweet potatoes. So, my name's Candy. Some people call me Candy Girl. They like to sing the song Taste Like Candy. They call me Candy Cane. The foster sister Joni used to be like, Yams! Calling me Yams. So, what else? Let's see, Candy Cane, Candy Yams, Candy Bar. Can't think anymore. The candy names, the sweet names. And guys who want to try to flirt at me, they ask me what my name is. And they be like, well, do you taste sweet like candy? So, I guess this is all I can think of, with this topic. So I'll see y'all later. Bye.